Need a hit, got it.
would contact her or whatnot. It does.
I'll be back. And whenever the judge is ready and the court is ready, we are ready on both defendants.
Are you all set, Josh?
Yeah, we're all set for both.
All right, thanks. I'll let the judge know.
Thank you.
Yep.
You guys all done?
Almost.
Almost, okay.
Good morning, Mr. Kaplan.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I like the new hairdo. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, thank you. A little something different for the people.
I got you.
What do you have first? Who's ready first?
Either one, Robert Flowers or Howard Kashan, whichever one you want to call. I've got ready.
Let's do Mr. Flowers first, if that's okay. This is 230200 FY, State of Michigan versus Robert Earl Flowers Jr.
Your Honor, Joshua Kaplan on behalf of Mr. Flowers. Mr. Flowers, can you state your name for the record? Mr. Flowers,
Yes.
can you state your name for the record?
Robert Flowers.
Thank you. Mr. Flowers, you had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Kaplan this morning, and you understand why we're here.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kaplan, please proceed with the arraignment.
For the purpose of arraignment, we'll waive formal reading, stand mute to the charge.
Thank you. Mr. Flowers, you have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney in this felony matter. If you're unable to secure an attorney through your own resources, the court is able to appoint one for you. Attached to the front of your file was an application for a court-appointed attorney. The court has had the opportunity to review that, has signed that, and you'll be assigned an attorney going forward.
Okay.
It will not be Mr. Kaplan. It will be someone else who relies on the information that you've provided to be in contact and communication with you. Sir, you also have the right to be considered for pretrial release. There is a bond recommendation from the City of Romulus Police Department requesting that your bond be set at 10,000, 10%, and that conditions of your bond are that you have no contact with the victim in this case and that you be placed on a GPS tether for location purposes. Mr. Kaplan, what say you to this recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. In my review of it, the only thing they cited, the people, was a lack of employment as the reasoning for that bond. We are requesting a personal bond. My client does work. He cuts grass, however, through his friends' companies, as needed on a seasonal basis. He has absolutely no problem with a no contact order. He doesn't live with the complaining witness. He has no violent history of, from what I've been told, under reasonable belief, with regards to any previous criminal history. This would be a first offense like this that he's alleged to have committed. As such, I believe that a tether and a monetary bond would be necessary. We're requesting a personal bond on this. I do believe that'd be appropriate.
Thank you. The court has had the opportunity to review Mr. Flowers' criminal history. And although there are a few things on there, they're mostly older things. Mr. Flowers, the court will deviate from the bond recommendation of the police department. Will set your bond at 10,000 personal with the indication that you not be released without being fitted with a GPS tether. And a condition of your bond is that you have no contact with the complainant, in this case, that being Nawan, N-A-W-A-N Johnson. And sir, no contact means no contact, no direct contact, no contact through third parties, no contact through social media. Should the court receive reports that you've made efforts to be in contact or communication with Nawan Johnson, it could be viewed as a violation of the terms of your bond. Your bond could be revoked and you could spend the rest of these proceedings in custody. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, your next appearance date will be your probable cause conference. That is PCC on September the 6th, 2023 at 9 a.m. That's here in person with me in courtroom number 1 at the 34th District Court. Again, this case number is 230200FY. Next appearance date, September 6th at 9 a.m. Mr. Kaplan, anything else in this matter?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Smith. Mr. Flowers, I'll see you next week. Have a good day, sir. This is 230657SM. This is State of Michigan versus Casham.
Your Honor, Joshua Kaplan on behalf of Mr. Casham. Mr. Casham, will you state your name for the record?
Philip Nogusan.
Thank you, Mr. You're good, sir. Thank you. You've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Kaplan this morning and you understand why we're here.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kaplan, please proceed with the arraignment.
For purposes of arraignment, we'll wait for more readings to have you in the charge.
Thank you. Sir, you have the absolute right to be considered for pretrial release in this matter. There is a bond recommendation from Van Buren Township Police Department requesting your bond be set at 5,000, 10%. And the condition of your bond is that you have no contact with the complainant in this case, that being Marissa Casham. Mr. Kaplan, what say you to this recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. We were requesting a personal bond. First and foremost, he was living in a hotel. The complaining witness came to that hotel room. She doesn't stay there. However, he is going to move with his aunt and grandma upon release of this. He has absolutely no issue with no contact. He is gainfully employed. He's just looking to get back to work after this. The complaining witness and him do have one child in common. We are requesting third-party contact so that he may see his child while during the pendency of this case. But at this time, Your Honor, what our main request is that a personal bond. I don't believe he has had any serious criminal history, no violent offenses, and therefore I believe a personal bond will be appropriate.
Thank you. Mr. Kaplan, the court has had the opportunity to review his criminal history, and of concern is that Mr. Casham has had multiple entries on his criminal history this year alone with crimes that are assaultive in nature. For that reason, the court has concerns about public safety in this matter. The court will adopt a recommendation from the Van Buren Township Department of Public Safety and set his bond at 5,000, 10%. Sir, a condition of your bond is that you have no contact with the victim, in this case, Marissa Casham, except that which is necessary through a third party to facilitate child care, custody, or support. If the court receives reports that you've made efforts to be in contact with Ms. Casham other than what is necessary for the care, maintenance, and support of the children, it could be viewed as a violation of this condition of your bond. Your bond could be revoked and you could spend the rest of these proceedings in custody. Do you understand?
Yes. So, no, there's no way I can get a PR?
No, sir, for the reasons the court indicated. Your criminal history indicates that you've had police contact at least 1, 2, 3,
I have one
3
separate case.
times, sir.
Mr.
I
Gosh,
understand, well, hold on one second. At least
He's
3
not speaking.
times this year with crimes that were assaultive in nature, which has this court concerned. And this is just a matter of addressing that, the court's concern, sir. But your next appearance date, which is not on the file, Marlisa. Oh, sorry. September, I'm looking for a sticky. Your next appearance date, sir, will be September the 12th, 2023 at 8:40 a.m. in person with Judge Oakley in courtroom number 2. Between now and then, if there are other things that you wish the court to consider regarding your bond, the request can be made at that time to review the bond more precisely. But for right now, the recommendations from the Public Safety Department, and the court will adopt it. Mr. Kaplan, were you going to say something else?
No, Your Honor. I was just gonna ask my client not to speak any further about any other history.
Thank you. Again, this case number is 230657 SM. Next appearance date, September 12th at 8:40 a.m. in courtroom number 2 in person with Judge Oakley. That concludes this matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. You guys have a wonderful day. If I don't see you guys again, then.
Thank you. Ms. Stanchfield,
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
good morning. These are two 10817 OT. It's Van Buren Township versus Christy Stanchfield. And then there are 21 RP 02486 A and C. Those are City of Romulus versus Christy Stanchfield. Ma'am, state your name for me, please.
Christy Dawn Stanchfield.
Ms. Stanchfield, in your file is a signed document that indicates that you're waiving your right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you intend to proceed on your own with these arraignments this morning?
Yes.
Ma'am, for the 210817 OT Van Buren Township case, it's alleged that on November 8th, 2021, in the township of Van Buren, that you committed the following. There is count 1 on the date cited, November 8th, 2021, at approximately 12:24 a.m. while at or near Tyler Road at Walden Woods, a location within the township, that you did operate a motor vehicle upon a highway or other place open to the general public or generally accessible to motor vehicles, including an area designated for the parking of motor vehicles where your operator's license was suspended. Ma'am, this is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fines of up to $500 plus court costs. Because you have waived the right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning, the court will have you stand mute to the charges against you. Ma'am, there's a recommendation from the Township Department of Public Safety that your bond be set at 2,010% because you have outstanding misdemeanor matters in Romulus, East Point, and Taylor. What say you to this bond recommendation?
If you would, Judge, I just came out of a rehab facility, which I spent 4 weeks in. I'm destitute at this moment. If I could have a PR, I would like to get these taken care of because they've been there for quite some time, and it is time to wrap things up and move on with my life.
Thank you. Ma'am, because of the age of the case and your indication that you are destitute, the court will deviate from the recommendation of the Public Safety Department and set your bond at 2,000 personal. You do not need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear as directed by the court until these matters are resolved in their entirety. For this case, your next appearance date will be a pretrial on September 11th, 2023 at 9:40 a.m., and that will be in hearings room number 4 with Al Hinman. Again, that's 210817. OT, next appearance date, September 11th at 9:40 a.m. The other matters are 21RP02486 A and C. These are City of Romulus cases, and it's alleged that on September 15th, 2021, in the City of Romulus, you operated a motor vehicle while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. As indicated previously, this is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fines of up to $500 plus court costs. There is count 2 in this matter, possession of narcotic paraphernalia. Again, misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, fines of up to $500 plus court costs. Your bond in these matters, ma'am, will be set again at $2,000 personal. You do not need to post any money, but what you must do is appear as directed until these matters are resolved in their entirety. As in the first matter, the court will have you stand mute to the charges in as much as you are not represented. Your next appearance date in the Romulus matters will be September the 18th at 9:20 a.m., again in hearing room number 4 with Al Hinman. Ma'am, you have some other outstanding matters where you owe the court $240 on an equipment violation citation from 2021. Upon your release, the court will request that you contact the collections department. You can do that from the court's website. There's a contact us button. You click on it, you can submit a request for a payment plan. It'll drop down, let you submit that request. Or you may come in person to the court's collection department, or you may call the court and speak to someone in the collections department. But again, there's personal bonds in 21RP02486 A and C. Next appearance date, September 18th at 9:20 a.m. on Zoom with Al Hinman.
Okay,
Anything else this morning, Ms. Stanchfield?
thank you very much, Judge Martin.
Thank you. Anything else, Van Buren?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you. We'll get the paperwork over to you as soon as possible. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Marlise, I'll be down with your files in just a moment.
Thank you.
Where is Mr. Quinn? Marlisa?
I will track him down. I believe, I was under the understanding he was turning her in at the jail and doing this together there.
So last week, I was in the process of contacting him, I notified him, I let him know. I tried to urgently get my updated evidence, he tried to blowing and update that evidence. That was last week, so I'm moving to, the next day, Thursday, Friday, or my moving day. I don't have to hear. I got to from my house to the news. I told him my father. After I'm using the my function, I'm taking after, then I go down and I'm taking with one of them with my following, no following, they go. But I didn't get chances to it came to my house. But I never walked down the street. Yeah, I think I released all
He's logging in right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
The next day, I was on August 4th, August 5th. My birthday is August Monday, so August 6th on Monday. I rescheduled it, they put it back over in October. So before I say, you thought the next day, I have my first. And I'm everything that I'm talking about, I need to be sure that. Basically, I got out of bed, I had to make sure my family, I got to pick it from my house, right? So I let all of these, you may find it was a problem. I try to personally give him my address. It's called me to basically address I had. I was here, but I told him that. The movie, he told me that after I moved to what I'm throughout the process, I did my wedding, so how basically, come back and my brother, I had to basically give the thing further. And all it is, yeah, I had incarcerated Friday, that Friday. When the last thing they want to that's correct. Not on the second part, you get there on the basically, my next birthday, I was on a 41. This is another. So the interface is with the running. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, on
Mr. Quinn?
Then I had to report it. So I know that I was incarcerated, but they.
That's better. This is 230643 FY, State of Michigan versus Jasmine Bass. May I have your appearances, please?
Morning, Christopher Quinn, P69483, appearing on behalf of Ms. Pat Bass, who's appearing via Zoom.
Ma'am, state your name for me, please. Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment in this matter. Mr. Quinn, how are we proceeding?
Waive the formal reading of the information, Judge. My client stands mute.
Ms. Bass, are you able to hear your attorney?
Yes. No, can you repeat, please?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can you please repeat?
He indicates that he's waiving your right to hear the formal reading of the criminal complaint against you and is having you stand mute to the charges against you. Ma'am, you have the absolute right to be considered for pretrial release in this felony matter. There is a recommendation from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that your bond be set at $5,000 personal. Mr. Quinn, any comment as to bond in this matter?
I would just ask for the personal bond. My client is working and does not have a prior criminal history. This is a non-violent offense, Judge.
Thank you. The court will adopt the recommendation of the prosecutor's office and set Ms. Bass bond at $5,000 personal. Ma'am, you do not need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear as directed by this court until the matter is resolved in its entirety. Your next appearance date will be next Wednesday, September the 6th, 2023 at 9 a.m. That's live here in courtroom number 1 at the 34th District Court. It will be with me, Judge Martin. Again, this case number is 230643 FY. Next appearance date, next Wednesday, September 6th at 9 a.m. Mr. Quinn, anything else on behalf of your client?
No, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Bass. I will see you next Wednesday. Have a good day. Oh, sorry. There was a warrant in this file. The court has recalled the warrant. That was as a procedural matter. Thank you, Mr. Quinn.
Yep.
Marlisa, I'll be down with your file in a moment.
Thank you.